Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli back with another review video, and yes, you read the title of what I'm reviewing, and yep, a Universal film and also being a Spielberg film, and for this being the first review of June, that's right, I'm of course reviewing Spielberg's Always, and yeah, this is a pretty good film, and it's very emotional, definitely. Even like what my mom told me, because she knows about the film, of course, and she had seen it before, so yeah, basically, because Always, because it's got a great cast, and Spielberg, of course, directing it. Not to mention, because this was before the 1980s decade came to an end. This and Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, they came out the same year, both directed by Steven Spielberg. The main story, of course. Aerial firefighter Pete, played by Richard Dreyfuss, risks himself and his vintage World War II airplane in a constant and death-defying quest to fight forest wildfires, much to the dismay of his girlfriend, Dorinda. Dorinda? How do you even pronounce that word? I don't know. I apologize. His girlfriend, played by Holly Hunter. His love for Dorinda... I'm sorry. And the advice of fellow pilot Al, played by John Goodman, convinced Pete to give up his perilous career, but he flies one last mission. Pete heroically saves Al's plane from certain destruction, but with supernatural consequences. Yeah, and this came out right before 1989 came to an end. It was released in December. But this film I thought was really good. Like, you know what? The cast was great. Like, Richard Dreyfuss and Holly Hunter, both playing love interests, and boyfriend and girlfriend, they were perfect, definitely. And John Goodman as Al Yaki. I think I pronounced the last name right. Yeah, Al was pretty funny too. It's John Goodman. What can you expect? And also, like, other characters, I remember. Oh yeah, like Keith David was in this, and then there was also J.D. Souther. Yeah, Doug McGrath, and James Lashley, Ed Van Nuss. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. And Marg Helgen. It's not showing her full name, but yeah, I remember her in some scenes as she plays Rachel, and most notably another familiar face who's in this a lot too. Ted Baker, played by Brad Johnson, and because it is sad because when Pete after he saves Al, his plane crashes, and I guess he doesn't realize it first until he meets with, I assume an angel, played by legendary actress Audrey Hepburn. Yeah, and this was actually one of her last films, just a couple of years until she passed away. And I read about this, if I'm correct, she wanted to do this film because she wanted to work with Spielberg. And that was really nice of her. Like, who wouldn't want to work with Spielberg? And especially because, wow, for a legendary actress like her, wanting to work with Spielberg, well, obviously, I would assume that, I don't see why not, she was familiar with what Spielberg had been directing, and this is Audrey Hepburn we're talking about, best known for, say, of course, Breakfast at Tiffany's, you name it, and yeah, she was great in this, and again, for this being her last role, and yet she's literally she's playing an angel. So, John Williams' music, it was really good, of course. It's John Williams, anything he does is great, his music and score. Some shots of, the planes were really cool. And, say, with planes, they do firefighter business, and that, I wouldn't say it's water. What is it called again? Some kind of gas, or powder, I don't know. Leave comments if you know what I'm talking about, what the word is, that planes do when, how they set off fires. And on also some stuff like Holly Hunter's character, like, just cannot live without Pete, and Al is just, just giving her a hard time, and, bull crap. He doesn't say bull crap, but, and, he loved, Al loved him, of course, as like obviously like a brother, basically. Yeah, because it's like, what, Al and Pete, they were like brothers, because they're very close. And also, like, Ted Baker, played by Brad Johnson, like, he, like, kind of, hits on Holly Hunter's character, even at one point when they both have dinner, and, well, and the thing is, yeah, Pete, he's still there, but although he's a ghost, and nobody can see him, and he's there, like, he gets upset when, like, seeing, like, Ted going for, kissing Holly Hunter, and, yeah, and even say, like, at times Pete would be talking to some of the characters like Al or Holly Hunter, and like coaching them or telling them what to do, etc. Even when Holly Hunter at one point takes off on a plane and literally sacrificing herself, like willing to sacrifice herself to save these men from almost being burned alive, from, being stuck in the woods because the trees are on fire, and she succeeds, even with Pete helping her and coaching her, even though she can't hear him. And it was coming to me. I was having that feeling, okay, is she gonna die? Or is she in a way gonna commit suicide? I don't know. I mean, okay, she does save the day, she becomes a hero, but of course, the fuel's out in the plane she's in, and, she crashes into the water. And even at one point, she does see Pete, and he helps her, get out of the water, up to, air and so on. And the ending to it, wow, because it's very emotional, because Pete lets her go, and telling her, you have a life ahead of her, that she has a life ahead of her. That's how I'm putting it. Yeah, it's just a very touching and emotional ending, don't you think? And again, because this film has some pretty funny moments for sure, and again, touching moments, heart-wrenching moments, I should say. So, anyways, but yeah, Always, I can't deny it, because it is a great Spielberg film, and also for it being a Universal Pictures film. How do I rate this? Good question. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 stars for Always. And what about you guys? What did you think of Always? And what did you think of my review? Leave comments and give this review a like, as always. So again, with that being said, 10 out of 10 for Always. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Always. I almost said reactions. More reviews coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video / review. Take care, peace out, and by the way, later tonight, I'll be reviewing, well, actually, I won't be doing it alone, because the next review coming up later tonight will be another Universal / Spielberg film, and it's gonna be the start of the next review marathon. Welcome to Jurassic Park.